everybody, and welcome back to Movie Files, here with a brand new spoiler-free review for Annabelle Comes Home, and I wanted to make this a very special review. I even found Annabelle herself to do this review, the star of the film, Annabelle Comes Home. It's Morgan, guys. Welcome back, Morgan. My favorite person in the world is here to talk about Annabelle. But before we get into our positives, our negatives, to give you our score at the end of this video, I want you all to do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with our latest videos. And also comment below what you thought of the film once you've seen Annabelle. And let us know what are some of your favorite Conjuring movies in this universe. But before we do that, Morgan, I'm so glad you're here to join us. We're going to talk about this film, and we are about to get into this review right now. Alright, so as we do on our channel, we always like to start off with the positives. So I'm going to have Morgan, since she is our special guest, start off with some of the positives. What did you enjoy about this movie? What did you think of the direction? Did it scare you? Take it away, Morgan.
Yeah. So the talent, Mckenna Grace from The Haunting at Hill House.
Big fans, yeah.
Big fan of her. I thought she did such a good job. And then she had her babysitter, Mary Ellen. And then Mary Ellen's friend, Daniela. So I felt like all three of them had like really good chemistry. They vibed well. And then of course, Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson always do a very good job.
As the Warren families.
As the Warren family, yep. So I really enjoyed their performance. And then I was honestly pretty much on the edge of my seat.
She was.
Throughout the whole
story.
movie.
She was.
I was a little nervous. Yeah. So.
Did his job, right?
So I felt like they did a good job of like letting the beat build and creating that tension before the scare.
Yeah.
So.
No, and I'll just kind of follow what Morgan said. I thought that, first off, like the cast, she said, a star in the making, a star not in the making. She's here now. A star that's rising is Mckenna Grace. As she had mentioned, the house on the Haunting on Hill House. She had a small role in Captain Marvel. She's one of those actors that I'm really paying attention to. I love her in movies, and I thought she was really great as Judy Warren in this film, the Warren's daughter. They recasted the replacement of the original daughter. They probably didn't think they would do this movie, but glad to see her in this film and excited to see her career take off. And as Morgan mentioned, the babysitter and the babysitter's friend, and we got the boyfriend. Everyone that was involved in the film did a really good job in kind of touching on those scares. To me, at this point in The Conjuring, this is like the 7th, 8th film. It doesn't really scare me that much, but it had fun thrills. When you go to a movie like this, and especially 7 movies, 8 movies into the franchise, you come to know what to expect, some of the tropes, some of the scares, some of the build-ups as mentioned, and Morgan had mentioned. But I thought that creatively speaking, that they did a really good job of handling some of these newer type of demons that we get in this film, and kind of how they approach some of the scares and kind of build that tension. So I thought that was good. And also that goes to the direction of the director, Gary Dauberman, who's mostly known for writing. He's wrote a couple films in his franchise. Most recently, he wrote It. So I thought he did a good job for his directorial debut. And James Wan had his hand in the story, which is something I really paid attention to. Was something that James Wan does with a lot of his Conjuring films is he makes you care for the characters, and I really felt that I care for Judy and her family, and then the Daniela character. She had a really good arc that I didn't expect. I thought they were going to go kind of cliche with her character, but they brought something new to the table.
The story was good.
I thought the story was very interesting. Yeah. So kind of jumping from the positives into the negatives, what were some things that really didn't sit well with you in this film, Morgan?
To be honest, to me there really weren't a whole lot of negatives. There was like one jump scare that came out a little corny.
Just didn't live up to some of those
it was just it was like towards the end too. So I was like, man, these were really creeping me out. And then this one was just like kind of fell flat a little bit.
Sure.
And then there was also like a demonic character that I just felt was like a little out of place.
Out of place, yeah. I know exactly.
Felt a little Twilight-ish.
Yeah. A little Twilight. Yeah, it's very.
I've never even seen it, but
it's like Morgan said, there were one or two. Like I said, for me, it wasn't scares, but thrills that didn't really land for me. And again, you kind of saw where they were going. And again, with certain horror films, especially, we've got millions of horror films. But there's certain things that you could see coming, and I thought that would kind of play their hand a little, it was predictable at times. But to Morgan's point, there was and The Conjuring has done this, where they introduce, the Conjuring films in particular, introduce these demon characters, and they get their own spin-offs. This film was a little bit different, because this was a spin-off of The Conjuring, and they introduced this particular demon that I'm pretty sure is going to be the main demon for The Conjuring 3. If you all follow The Conjuring news, they want to go a certain angle, and that certain angle was introduced in this film. It was very on the nose. Like, they had files on this particular demon. The demon appeared in this film. It was brought on and on again. So it was very like in your face type of demon that they really wanted to throw in this film, that really kind of took away some of the storylines and some of the main focus on these particular characters. So that was some of my negatives, but kind of wrapping up this review.
I guess though for me, I didn't know about any of that,
so
I didn't notice it.
Yeah, but after seeing it, it's like, man, that one particular demon was very prominent throughout the movie.
True. Yeah.
But there was one or two demons, but one demon with the and I won't give away anything, but the quarters or the eyes. I can't think of that demon. Well, I'm not saying what demon it was, and it wasn't a trailer, but there was a particular demon I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah,
that kind of played out. But wrapping up this review, I'm gonna have you finish it off, Morgan. What was your score and just kind of final thoughts of the film?
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
3.5 out of 5?
Yeah, 3.5 out of 5.
Okay.
It did the job for me. Sure. I definitely was scared. I was like,
Yeah, she was. Yes, she was.
So, it scared me, and I think especially like after the second Annabelle, that really was a disappointment for me. Sure. So this one was a good, I guess ending. I don't know. Who knows? Right? But I thought it was probably one of my favorite Annabelles
in the Conjuring universe too. But definitely your favorite out of the Annabelle 3. This is the third one.
Yeah, it was my favorite Annabelle.
Out of the trilogy.
Yes.
There you go. Awesome. So 3.5 out of 5 for Morgan. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 3.3 out of 5 for me. Again, I enjoyed thrills. I enjoyed the characters. The story was pretty solid. But there were, again, some predictable moments, some demons that just were, again, kind of thrown in our face. There were some moments, story-wise and dialogue-wise that were just a little... The jokes were all the way there. And it was rated R, too. I don't think, a lot of these films are rated R, which I don't understand how they get rated R, but it was a couple F-bombs here and there, and I guess some blood. But at the end of the day, these films, especially outside The Conjuring 1 and 2, they have a similar baseline, but this one kind of elevated a little bit because, again, I care for the characters, and I had a good time with it. So 3.3 out of 5 for me, 3.5 out of 5 for Morgan. I would say we would recommend you guys check it out. It comes out next Friday. We saw this yesterday, which today is Wednesday. So we saw it on Wednesday. Today's Thursday. We saw it on Wednesday. So we saw it in advance. So we are letting you guys know once it comes out to your local theater, check it out. And also, guys, we appreciate you watching this review. As always, we appreciate the support. Definitely subscribe to our channel. Comment below what you thought of this review, as well as once you see Annabelle, let us know what you thought. And also let us know what you thought as far as where this film ranks for you in the Conjuring universe. So we have another toy movie that we're going to be reviewing pretty soon. Keep an eye out for Toy Story 4 review coming pretty shortly to you all. Again, thank you for watching this review, and we'll see you in the next video.